How would you like to start with this, Mr. Kevin?
Well, I mean, kind of kick it off. Yeah, I think we heard a really, I thought, an excellent presentation in the work session in detail regarding the challenges we face as an institution to balance the budget. Just to kind of sum it up for folks who weren't at that session, we have a number of challenges. The first challenge, I think, is the fact that the school is in a negative fund balance situation. Secondly, we're going to see a reduction in our ING appropriation from the state of $100,000. And to top those two things off, we are facing expiration of $1 million in annual grant funding, which that expiration is not due to any fault of the institution or any individuals in the institution. It's just kind of the timing of some of those grants. Some of those grants may be, I wouldn't say renewable, but we may be able to replace some of that grant funding, but probably not in this fiscal year. It'll take some time. Some of those have waiting periods to get back into. So with that in mind, I think the staff has done a very good job of going through, reviewing the situation, targeting cost reductions. Actually, some of the cost reduction was actually implemented prior to today and has been ongoing during this fiscal year to at least get us to a point where we can to put it into terms that Domingo used to fill the holes. We have two significant holes. And based on the presentation that we saw earlier in the work session, it's apparent to this regent that we have no choice but to raise tuition and fees. I think it would be fiscally irresponsible to try to say that we can balance the budget without an increase in tuition and fees. I was a real proponent of not raising tuition last year at this time. But I have to say that, you know, in looking at our situation today, there's no way that I can advocate that again this year. We've been given a couple of options, a 7.5% increase in tuition and fees that would generate $263,000 additional dollars, based on an enrollment level of this year less 10%. So we're looking at a reduction of 10% enrollment. And the second option is 10% increase that would generate $350,000. Now, I don't think we're limited necessarily to those particular increases. You've given us that to kind of frame the discussion. I think, in my mind, the focus here is on how much money are those various increases going to generate, and if we, for instance, if we were to choose something in the neighborhood of 10%, it would generate $350,000 extra. Or 7.5%, which would only generate 263. I just have a question about the difference there. So it's about $90,000. If we were to zero in on the smaller increase that would generate $263,000 additional dollars, what would be done to make up the difference between the two numbers?
We would impose a higher vacancy rate on existing salaries rather than on the 10% scenario imposing only a 3.3% vacancy rate. We would impose a 4.25% vacancy difference. So inversely proportional percentages.
So translated into what a staff member from the college would see, that could mean the difference between one job, one position.
If you look at in terms of just the dollars, because of the dollar difference, it could be anywhere from 2 to 3 positions, depending on how much they pay and the associated benefits. I think at a minimum, no doubt 2, but it could be as many as 3 depending on what area.
And the current budget, the base recommendation already takes into account the reduction of some positions as well.
That's correct. In
so
number 1.
So that would be this would be in addition to those already identified in goal number 1.
Yes.